Max deck. Pattern square. 8 by 8. Right now we're doing fine. Alright. Please, Quixel Mixer, don't lose me. Or cut out. Step. Right. So now, if I use gradient, yeah, that's yeah, because the thing is, if I use gradient now, I need to start over too. I forgot how to use Quixel. I'm kinda new, but now I know nothing. No, we always know something. Like, don't worry. Just now, since Quixel Mixer 2021, a lot of the issue I didn't got before, I got them, and they're weirder and weirder. Sometimes I'm like, wait, why my mask doesn't work? And your complete mask won't work at all. Like, it did. So yeah. So what I need to do is, like this one, just if I change the color, the gradient of the mask. Okay, if I change the gradient, okay, you see what was below it, and you don't want that. Even if you do that, doesn't work. So what you need to do is remove the gradient, subtract it. So now you are done subtract it. Okay, now you're done. You create another one. Will be your horizontal one. Copy. Alright. And put it at add. Or even not normal. Add. And if you do your jitter gradient, it works. It just work. It just work. And that is great. Now you'll see the albedo doesn't affect, but we'll do it on another layer. This will call block height, because it will be only that height. So that is done. What we can do is make a breath in a jigger. So, and just a little bit. Do the same thing with our base block. Some brightness, and we're just, let's create another layer under, so we can see everything we see. Before in Mixer 2020, it was always a base layer under, and you won't be able to delete it. Now you can't. So if you want to create a material who has transparency, you now you can do so. It's fun. So if you scan some leaf, branch, and stuff, and you make it something, and you just want to make the leaf and branch, not the terrain, you can do. You can do it. You have the ability to do so. So yeah, that's the good thing. But now we want to see what we're doing, so let's put it back. So we have our block, and let's make some gradients so they're not straight. No, this one is good. This one doesn't have gradient. Yeah, but that's a little bit too much. That's like a little bit too much. Alright, so everything is not probably right. Alright. So this block is done. This pattern is done too. We'll create vertical one. So we'll use the same thing as we did with the other horizontal ones, sorry. So let's create a pattern, square one. 8 by 8, no, not this way, on the x-axis, yeah. And 0.25 by 0.25, cut out, maxed, and we subtract it. So boom. What we can do now is vertical subtract, duplicate, done with this one, and this one will be a add. So boop, they're there, beautiful. So, and just look if those vertical hit those horizontal one, you will need probably to do some magic, because what they will do is basically a L, and it's kind of not beautiful. But mine, they doesn't hit, I believe. It doesn't. No, they don't. It doesn't hit. That's great. Great. But if it doesn't, if it does, just to change the spacing to 0, yeah, I think it will be set to go. So yeah, so this is done. Did you hear me well? Like, it's you or who you're watching. If you don't hear me what I'm saying, maybe I can lower the music on the background. But if you do, that's good. So this one, let's remove this vertical and make some brightest. Where are they? Oh yeah, so they disappear too much. So let's. Alright. Gradient, that's too much. Alright. Let's make big one, like the size of those one, as an example. How we do it? How we'll name it? Big boy. Alright, so where subtract, because yes, we'll subtract them. And we'll cut out to like almost all of them. Like 3 is, I said too much. 2 is okay, but they all give me always. Oh, I want this one. This, yeah, no. Oh. Yes, this one. So I will subtract. Create another one. And we'll add. There you go. Now look. Great. Does it? Alright, jitter. Brightest map. We'll just lower those. Mount. Just lower it. There we go. So if you want to see on a cylinder, that's how you look. Now it look really blocky, but let's make as rock now. So to do so now our block art is done. Oh yeah, we forgot about this. So let's make a bevel, all of them. Like like this, and we just like this. Can just basically just that, but I forgot to make them a little bit bevel. Boom. Okay. Go with that. Yeah, I don't need to make. With the bevel, you can basically remove the spacing. Right. I need to be careful of what I'm typing because I can't just remove the like the show you're watching, so I need to be careful. I don't need to use the jitter, but I need to remove. Right, so and not the cutter, the bevel. There you go. And the base block also need bevel. And boom. Oh, those ones are a little bit too much. Oh, did I? No. The reason why I do a bevel is because with the displacement map, they have like a gradient to darker gray to like white. If you remove the bevel of the wait, the square, it's straight gray, dark gray to white, or the like. So the thing is, when you do a distortion or something, look weird, look super weird. So a little bit bevel help the gradient. Alright, so now this is done, let's create a shape to those rock. Because now they don't. Alright. Let's try with this part. Distortion. So we have a little bit of distortion, but still they look pretty much the same. They're just bulky and stuff. We'll put another one. I think I will put 3 of them with different frequency. But I think it's too much, so let's put at 1. Maybe they're really bulky. Alright, so after just messing a little bit with their shape, can create another noise with really less of distortion. Oh, we're doing the edge of them. Now they look a little bit more like rock. They look like more like rock. It's fun. It's fun. Right? But now they need form because, well, they pretty much flat. So that will be on another layout. We'll just make it visible only on this this layer down. So let's make it not a layer, a matte stack. I wanted to create matte stack. And noise, Berlin noise, and we just bump it, but also with bump it we're lowering it. Nope. Oh, we can also down those one. Put too much. We also use a little bit too much. So now they have a little bit more form. I think I should have had more of those horizontal one and vertical one. I think they... So vertical one, I have only 2 of them. Maybe more for the horizontal one too. Oh, yeah. Oh wait, how much I add now? Yeah, I'm adding too much. Alright. So we create our base of shape. So what we can do is brightness, contrast. Oh, just those one. It's a clamp. Yeah, it's a clamp. So what that does is, if I go there, so what that does is everything, you just clamp, is squeezing. So everything is darker. If you drag this one, everything darker will be lighter. So here's the value. You see like become wider and wider and wider, and the invert also. And like it looked like flat a little bit. So yeah. So I flat a little bit of the edges here. Flatting there. I don't flat there. So you can create. Right, so clamp this, and we'll create another noise that there. help a little bit. Place. Just to delete where it doesn't really work. But it's when you are messy and you have a little bit of mess left and right, don't worry, just paint it. By the way, right now, most of the time I'm not using a mouse and keyboard, I'm using a pen. But now, my pen is not connected there, I don't want to waste the time. But it's kind of easy to do. You just paint. Alright. Yeah, here it doesn't work really well. Just paint it. There we go. Here we don't want to see it. Here too. Oh no. Wrong value. Here too. And we have no, do we have no, we still have some. There we go. Wait, it doesn't. That's weird. I think I finished the album. I was like, wait, that's not what I was supposed to hear. Oh. Alright. This. Good. Still. Right, so this is done, but I think I will just change the performance to change the value here. Boom. Here too. Wait, switch value. Do we have no? Here. Sometimes those tweak you won't necessarily do it. On this one, you need to. Right. Alright. Oh no. More. I should check the height on the layer before doing so. Because when you don't, you mostly need to redo it. Not all of it, but a good part of them. Alright. Look pretty damn good. Look pretty damn good. So let's create a little bit of color to just, you know, see where we look. So first off, let's remove everything is not related to, just related to height. We keep the normal because on Quixel, the normal is work with the height at the same time. So yeah. So let's create detail and route, and now albedo. Now we'll be using the dark color. So Mastech, first let's use that and remove everything is not related to albedo. Oh yeah, this one need to be adding, but not this one. No, yeah, this one need to just to be on this. Yeah, never mind. I say nothing. So now we have the dark value. Just crank up a little bit, and we just use the Mastech with the curvature. Same almost thing. Right. Again, a little bit, crank a little bit more. Now we just need to. Sometimes you need to blur it. Sometimes. And to. No. But that is only the base. Oh, no, I'm good. Never mind. Alright, so yeah, that's the base color. So that's a wall we're doing. That's our wall. So what we'll do is on the vertical, top down, we'll have like some like dirt, water, something. Just like we know it's a wall basically. So when you see a wall, stone wall, sometimes the edge, the top edge, receive some erosion, so it's a little bit damaged and stuff, and you have like a little bit of grass and stuff. So let's try to dust and stuff. So yeah. But what you can also do is change it, because that's the base color. But everything look the same. It's blend. It's kind of meh on the brick. So what we can do is add a mask tag, create a noise. Wait, just remove everything. Noise and blend. Wait, what does? Why doesn't? Okay, it was not updating, right? Yeah, it was not updating. Yeah, they have some issues left and right there. And let's create some octave. Just match the underline. And maybe like, I don't know, making a little bit of brown, like the word brown, like to receive a little bit of dirt or something. Maybe maybe a little bit of dirt. can also add another copy, change the seed, and call it subtract. So like we don't have like done. So that's that. After that, what we can do is basically, alright, let's create some sand, some dust. Pattern, noise, Berlin noise, octave, max it the octave. Brightness, lower it, crank it. Alright, and this will be a little bit of more of yellow. But the ground doesn't make sense. No, it's a wall. It's a goddamn wall. It's a goddamn wall. I think I need to add more horizontal and less of those cube. Alright, let's go back to height. That's the fun of Solid Quixel Mixer, is you can go back and forth, add stuff, remove stuff. Magical one. The trim sheet technique. Yeah, it's good to do so. The trim sheet technique. But it's depend on how and why you want to execute it. If you want to just to learn it because you want to learn it, fine. But if you need it, depend on. Yeah, it's getting popular. But it has a disadvantage on that is when you do that, this technique, everything look same. So if you did, like I will show you something. Let's no, not that. The problem is you need any way of that. It's dependent on how you use it, because if you want to sell a wall example and you use stream sheet, you cannot create more detail on it. It will be super hard, like really hard. Those stream sheet, you need to use it really on particular moment, and super wisely, because if you want to add I don't know, one of those wall, you want to create some dust in it and so on, because it's a particular wall, the trim sheet won't help you. It will be way harder than using trim sheet than using a particular UV. So it's a mix. It's popular to doing assets, but then sometimes you just need to be careful. Yeah, you need to be careful of where and why you want to use it. So yeah, alright, so let's create the dust, but alright, and normal, where's normal? Normal. Wait, I need to level this. Wait, what was the other opposite side? Right. Bit of yellow. We'll just match with a bit of. I didn't touch the grout, by the way. And I didn't do the roughness of those. Yeah, let's do the grout color. Let's do the base. All right. Maxtech, noise, Berlin noise. And you just you match with the underlining. Maybe it was too much strong on those things. Maybe a little bit lighter. Go. Some of those vertical ones bug me. Yeah, those vertical ones are a little bit messy. Yeah, they are not. There you go. There you go. I was like, something is wrong with some of those bricks. Alright. So I think we can call it done. Like, I can go further and further, but I wanted to teach how to make a medieval bricks only by mixer, and it's pretty much done. So it's not a piece of artwork, but it's how you do it, mostly. I did it in what, less than an hour. Make a bit shiny. Alright. Yeah, I didn't do the roughness. That's true. It's something you need to do. You can use the albedo to a little bit teach where. Bit. No, it's the invert. It's that should be lower. A little bit lower. And this should be white. What I'm doing? What I'm doing? Right. This will be like. Make it more. Alright. Yeah, I was forgetting about the roughness. And the grout also. Maybe too much. Alright. I think we can call it done. So, yeah, so that's all how you can do a medieval wall.